He was hoping to trust his day. Hi, everyone that's come on, Janet and Cindy. And I've got very bad picture here tonight for me. I hope it's clear for you guys. So I'm not going to try to read names. It's really difficult. But anyway, I want to start off like I have been starting off here recently, telling that this video is not made for children. It's up to the discretion of the person in charge of this child if they allow them to watch it. There's nothing going to be bad in it that's going to harm them or hurt them, but we want to make sure that we cover this. Also, the music used in tonight's show is for entertainment purposes only, and there is one video that I may play and let you listen to it, but I'm not sure yet. I'm debating on it, so if I do use this video, it's just for educational purposes only. We have no rights to it. We're just using it as other people do also. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Happy Patriots Day. Question I was asking Linda today when I wrote her, how many people, or might have been Mary Ann, how many people do you think is going to wish you a happy Patriots Day today? You know, if it's Veterans Day and things like that, which we should wish the veterans a happy Veterans Day. As a matter of fact, I have a little story real quick I'm going to share with you about a military person yesterday. And I went into Aldi's, just went in there for a couple items, in and out in no time at all. And as I'm coming out, parked 2 cars from me, in front of me was a gentleman with a Army uniform on. And as he got out of his car, I looked at him and said, thank you for what you do for our country. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for keeping us free. And he got a big smile on his face. He says, you don't know how good that makes me feel. And I said, well, I had 2 brothers. I said, I never went to the military myself, but I had 2 brothers that both served, a brother-in-law that served, and I know many, many other friends and family friends that served in. And I said, what you do for us, I said, I do a show on YouTube 3 nights a week. And I said, I start every show off playing Proud to Be an American with Lee Greenwood. He said, that's my favorite song. And I said, well, good. And we talked, and he asked me what I was meaning by the Patriots thing. I said, well, the movement, you know, with the the things that's happening. And he goes, oh, you mean by the fake person who's in that house? And he said the house. They were actually, you know, what it was. I said, thank you. And he says, no problem. And he said, there's other things too. And he says, all I'm going to tell you is hold on to your socks because things are about ready to happen. Now, guys, this is a true story. So me and him talked for almost 10 minutes. And he said, I'd like to talk to you longer and longer. He says, but my wife is waiting for me and she's cooking dinner. I just come to pick up some ice cream. And I said, okay, go ahead and go. I says, would you feel bad if I give you a hug? And he says, no, I got nothing against a man hugging a man. And we did. And there was women coming out of Aldi's. And because I give him a hug and he give me one back, 3 women stopped him on the way in and give him a hug. And I'm driving out and I'm going right by him. And the 3rd woman done it, and he turned around and looked at me, and the smile was ear to ear. Because, see, he realizes we do care. We do care. But also, I really believe that people should acknowledge us today. So, in the chat today, everybody should wish everybody a happy Patriots Day. Today marks the day that I'm going to talk about being a patriot, being what they did to us. I'm also going to discuss other things. I hope I've put together a good show, but I'm going to go ahead and say the pledge. And then we're going to listen to the music and we'll get back to the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I know we can't hear that show, that game. I bet you the last time up there was saying how good he's been hitting the ball. How hard he's been. If tomorrow all the things were gone,
I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt. God bless the USA. God bless the USA.
Under 069. I don't care. You're too much into the season. You're only be hitting that and playing every game.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt of this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Wow, wow, wow. What a great way to start the show. What a great way to come back and see we got 72 people on here and there's a lot going on, guys. I don't know if you guys heard the ruling by a judge of the hat does not show up in his room during this, what's going on with him. If he misses a day, he will be arrested. He's not even going to be allowed, this judge is not even going to allow him to go to his son's graduation. And we all know it's a show. We all know that everything that's going on is being done for a reason. But, you know, we're one day away from Bruce again. And I don't say that disrespectfully because I really care for Bruce. I love listening to his information because you can see that even though he was sick the last couple shows, you can see that he believes in this. But he's just like everybody else. He's like everybody else doing this. He's getting frustrated. Well, in the show that he did Thursday night, you could tell. I was talking to Mary Ann during the time, and you could tell he was frustrated. She was giving me my play-by-play. Someone's asking a question, you think they'll at least let them have McDonald's and Diet Coke in prison. That's good. But Lost where I was at. What was I talking about, Ron?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll remember. I literally forgot what I was talking about. Hi, everyone. Curly and Susie Q and Michael's here. Margaret. Well, we'll start all over. We'll start with today being Patriots Day. And for the last 2 days, this is a day that's really been hitting me. I know what I was talking about now is Bruce and how he really, I thought, did a great show the other night. But then again, we're back to his show again tomorrow. And, we was hearing today, I really honestly, I thought that we were gonna see something major today. And we may have. But we just may not have seen it through the eyes we needed to see it through. And I know that sounds stupid. It may have happened. We may have seen it, but we don't realize it. But all I know is we're in a situation here. We're in a situation here that Patriots Day, Income Tax Day. Wow. Income Tax Day. Why? Huh? Oh, Jackie Robinson Day. But in my conversations with God the last 2 days, I've been talking about this subject here. Income Tax Day. Would this not have been a great day to announce that a certain organization no longer existed? But even if it does, why? How many millions or billions of people live in the United States of America? How many people work for that 3-letter organization that is going to be going away soon? I'm sure there's probably millions to one for everyone that does this. And people said, Patriot 5, this is true. But then you got the law to go with. What law? You're not breaking no laws at all if you don't pay. You're not breaking no laws if you don't pay because there's no place. Remember, a guy just fought him the other day, not too long ago. I shared it on the show. The man fought him and proved that if you can show me where I have to pay, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. So why have we allowed it to happen? It's a good question. Why if you forget to pay, can they put you behind them things that when they close, they got a loud clang to it and nobody wants to put there? Or they can even fine you and garnish your check or take money out of your Social Security. Why? Why are they allowed to do that? Because if we have to have them paid by the 15th, well, if they owe us a refund, then they should have to have the money in our bank account by the 15th. Because if you're late, they can start taxing you from day one. If they're late, there's no such thing as them paying interest. But we let it happen, guys. We're the ones that's at fault. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I will admit, we've seen a lot of things. We've learned a lot of things through this Patriot movement. We've learned a lot of things that should not have happened, that is illegal. But we did this with our eyes closed. Why? Because, NBA draft is today. Who do you think's going to go number one, Jana? I don't know if you've seen the girl that, the black girl that is going to get drafted either number 2 or number 3, but she got all up in an evening dress, one of these low cuts, and let's put it this way, I would pick her number 1. Because when it comes to looks, there's no comparison there. But anyway, that's a different subject, and I know Jana loves sports, and She really keeps me up on things. By the way, guys, everybody wish Janice so she can tell her grandma, 95-year-old grandma celebrated her birthday the other day. I don't know if you guys seen it on Facebook. 95 years old.
How did I miss that?
And she had the spunk. I swear she acts as young as I do, and you guys know how young. I mean, they put one of those pinatas up and hung it up, and I'm telling you, this little lady was whacking that thing. I'm telling you, she was whacking that thing. And it was beautiful to watch. If Janice got a copy of the thing, she should put it on our messenger page and our telegram page. And guys, I mean, just wish grandma a happy birthday. I got so involved in it, I think I wished her 2 or 3 times. Oh, by the way, Jana, your package for the kids was mailed out Saturday. But I'm going to go back to where I was, and this is something, guys, I'm really compassionate about, because why did we allow it? You know, why did we allow them to keep taking our money? Why did they need our money? Whenever they needed money, they could just go run their own anyway, because they run us into the ground anyway. They need it. Well, we'll just go and run this. Well, yeah, we'll go and run this. That's why our dollar has no value. That's why it really and truthfully doesn't exist. You know, we're going to give some money. We're going to give some money to another country. You know, think of it. Our government is so great. Well, let's go give money over here. Let's give them $10 billion. Are these people coming in illegal? Let's give them nice houses to live in, but let our own people sleep on the street in sub-zero weather. But we allowed it. But a Q, a 17, a 45, and you guys know I'm talking about the same guy all along here. He decided enough is enough. And he's going to make America great again. I've always thought America was great, even when I found out all the things. What they're doing to certain little people, they get no second chance there. No. They done. They gone. In the words of Hawk Harrelson, they gone. But, I mean, I keep wanting to say he needs to get off his rear and do things. He needs to get off in things and do things. Okay. And I feel he does. But he's probably doing more in 2 hours in a day than all of us do in the whole day. The things that they have done to this man. People that you've never heard of, now all of a sudden are going to take an ex-president to court. But yet we can't get a court date for the Brunson brothers. Oh, because that's something that really happened and we can't let it known. Oh, it's going to come out. I was reading something today about them boys, them brothers. I was reading something and they said, oh, if something doesn't happen, it has to happen by 6 different people. On the 2nd of May. 2nd of May, we was announcing 2 weeks ago that they was going to announce it. They was right. And everything was going to go back to normal. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired of this. Thursday, well, it's going to happen over the weekend. No, it probably won't happen on Sunday. It'll happen Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. But what I'm trying to explain here is we allow things to happen. What upsets me the most is at least we have opened our eyes. We have opened our eyes and we see things in a clearer perspective. But you got these people, I'm going to mention one guy, and I'm going to mention him pretty much by name. He's my other brother. And he tells me Easter, he said, man, me and my wife, we had to pay $3,000 income tax back in. Now they're retired. They're retired, but she drives a school bus and he helps little kids get on buses because there again, we got to do that. We don't spend enough of the senior citizens and everybody else's money on taxes. We got to add teachers' aides. I think of my teachers when I was in 1st through 6th grade, 7th and 8th grade, and into high school. And if they look at the way things are now and they say, you get teachers' aides? Are you kidding me? You get, when I was in 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th, each one of those two was in one room. We had 3 rooms in our schoolhouse. They would teach one class and the other one would sit there and study or do anything but get in trouble. And then all of a sudden it turns around. But now, that little bitty class, we'd have to have a teacher's aide. And don't get me wrong, I got a daughter-in-law that's a teacher's aide. I got a brother that helps little kids because mom and dad's both got to work. Mom and dad's got to get out there and work and work and work and work and work. Because how are they going to keep up with the family next door? Right? How are they going to keep up with them if they don't get out there and work and work and work? And they use the school system to start sending their kids to school at 2.5 and 3 years old so they don't have to pay a babysitter. Oh, that's okay. Let the senior citizens pay more taxes. You work for 45 or 50 years to sit back and relax and retire. And they just keep hitting us and hitting us and hitting us with taxes. And I don't know if you guys are feeling the same thing I'm feeling, but this is something that I thought about, and I had my talk with God on Saturday, and I got just as compassionate talking to him as I am tonight. And I thought, okay, I talked to him on Sunday. I was going over to my grandkids' soccer game. And I thought, okay, well, now today I had to go over and babysit the little monkey. And I thought, well, let's see what's going on here. And I started doing the same thing. And before I knew it, I was doing the same thing as I'm doing here tonight because I had to get this out. But what discourages me is this. It's the fact that no matter how we look at things, no matter we know what's going on, we get so many people that still got their eyes closed. And I'm going to share something with you very shortly. But I want to go and cover the kids because we need to go back and cover them. And then I'm going to share some other things. I promise you, it ain't going to be a very long show tonight. There's some good information, but to be quite frankly, I was disappointed today that there wasn't more. I really was. I thought we would be hit with one thing like N and G, big N and big G. I thought we would be hit with, something concrete. I know Wolverine was supposed to have a live chat tonight, but I have not heard anything on that yet. But Super Jimmy, thank your mom for sending me your address and everything. I got some things I want to send you. She told me that she's been fighting the flu, so guys, keep Renee in your prayers. In her health conditions, she doesn't need to be fighting anything. Just concentrate. But she did tell me she's concentrating. She's doing everything she can to stay healthy. So, Jimmy, what I always talk to you about, I probably have a stronger belief today. I actually showed Ron the building that I've talked about that I say will be excellent to put them things in there. Patriot 11, I've been looking at some ranches. I mean, see, coming from Amway, not once but twice, and coming from Amway, the one things they tell you to do is dream build, to look at things, to understand things. You're not going to get it if you can't dream it. You picture yourself. Me and Ron drove through a car lot the other day, and I showed him not one but 2 beautiful brand new red trucks. And I said, I'm going to have one of those one of these days soon. You got to dream build. You look at yourself every morning, kids, and you say, today I'm going to be the best I can be. So I'm looking at these ranches, and I know one of them, if I could talk to people into selling, it's going to be about 3 with an M behind it. A lot of zeros behind it, but you know what? It could be worth it. Because We're going to do these things. Patriot Karate Kid and Patriot Wyatt Earp. As I said, I've gotten now to where I watch Wyatt Earp once a week. I do these channels that a lot of people don't get. I don't pay any money for channels. So I do these off channels, and I found Wyatt Earp. And the Karate Kid, I haven't told you, my grandson, small little Hank, Patriot little Hank, he's into karate. He really likes it. My daughter told me yesterday that she's thinking about putting super gymnasts putting her into maybe just stuff for cheerleading or other stuff, because the other thing is a little more expensive than what she wants to pay. And I said, okay, what are you willing to pay for the other one? And she told me, I said, I'll cover the rest. I said, she's come too far as a gymnast. She loves it too much to put a dollar sign on her happiness. But you got to take into consideration, she also has a son doing this and this and this. And now the little monkey, Patriot7 is doing all this stuff. The little monkey, she's going to start, looks like, play T-ball this year. Oh, I feel sorry for the coach, because this little girl has got an imagination. I mean, I really believe she's Babe Ruth in her mind. Patriot Kira, she's getting all over the place. And then our little Leona, Patriot little Leona, wow, what more can we say? Then I was talking to Jana about the package I sent for Patriot Princess, our little queen, and Patriot Hunter. And yeah, Hunter, I did send you something else too. Yes, we were in a union when we worked. Local 963, best union I ever saw. I ain't kidding you. They protected us. They took care of us, and they didn't charge us an arm and a leg to do it. Yes, we was in local 963, which backwards is 369. Just thought I'd put it out there. 3 and 6 is 9 and then 9. I'm doing this, guys, because I read some stuff on Gematria today, and I did save it. I'm going to possibly read it, but did I miss any kids? Oh, Hunter and I said I got your stuff coming. So, kids, all I can say is, if you're happy now, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, I have to watch all this stuff with a monkey. But I want to read something here now. And the kids can maybe understand this, what I'm going to read, to show them how their life is about to change. Oh, boy. Yes. Diane just sent me, and I had seen it. From the hat, I just stormed out of the court. They think I'm finished, but I'll never surrender. Thank you, Diane, with 2 N's. Okay, I'm trying to find something that I sent over to Ron the other day. Here we go. I want you to listen to this, everyone. A lot of you have received it, but those who's on here who hasn't received it, just want you to listen. This is a post about the money in a quantum account we're about to receive. An 18-year-old will have at least $3,109,086 in a QFS account. A 30-year-old will have at least $5,181,810 in an account. A 50-year-old will have at least $8,636,350 in an account. A 65-year-old will have at least $11,227,255. Guys, I'm reading this from a post. I believe it to be true, but I'm just reporting what was sent to me. The older the person, the more interest/income/tax refund payments will go into their QFS account. The above UBI level is in the U.S. Other countries will have corresponding levels. Just think, kids, as an 18-year-old, what you're going to do. I read that to someone and they said, what will that do? Well, in order to get it, you got to go to college if you're young enough, or go to work. You got to have a job, or you got to go to school. They're not just going to say, here, you're 18, we're going to give you 3,109,000. What I'd advise them to do is not take it at 18, wait till they're about 25 and get 4.5 or 5 million. And I don't know if you can do that, I'm just saying. Because see, it says the older the person is, the more interest. So if you're 18, you're going to get that. So I would imagine every year you go up, you're going to get a little more. So when I'm talking here, 65 years old, 11,227,255. Now you take like me, at my age, 70 years old, I would imagine it's going to be even more. I would imagine a 64-year-old is going to get quite a bit more than a 50-year-old. But I thought that was an amazing post because it just goes to show people where we're at, where we're going, and what's going to happen. Now, another thing I seen was someone sent me to this message, this Telegram site, and I was able to get quite a bit of stuff out of it. One of the things I was able to get out of it, family, this has already happened and completed. Script. It's a script. So stay strong and be of the great courage. It's happening. Well, we're experienced. We know the outcome. We do because we've opened our eyes. Other people don't have a clue. Come on up. Very important, remember, during these times. This comes from Derek Johnson live on Telegram. The Jews of Israel have done nothing bad to the world. Their chapter of the Cabal did. The Chinese have done nothing bad to the world. Their chapter of the Cabal did. The Russians have done nothing bad to the world. Their chapter of Cabal did. The Iranians have done nothing wrong to the world. Their chapter of the Cabal did. The Americans have done nothing bad to the world. Their chapter of the Cabal did. The moment we learn to stop playing tribal geopolitics, the division and fighting ends. There's only one side, one team that we should be rooting for now, and that's Team Humanity. Anyone encouraging you to do otherwise is stuck in the cabal system that wants nothing more than to divide and conquer. I thought that was pretty good.
I can't swim.
You can't what?
I can't swim.
How old are you?
6. Help him, he can't swim.
Finally learned. Everybody should swim.
No.
That's a little John Wayne action there.
No.
When he throws the little kid in the thing, and he taught the kid, he threw him in, he taught the kid how to swim. And I can tell you a little story about swimming like that, because
How we learn.
when our sportsman's club opened, we had a raft out in the middle of the pond. It was about 11 or 12 feet deep. We had a nice big raft out there. We could go out there and get on, and they had a diving board off of it. You could dive off. I never would go out. My friends kept saying, come on, you sissy, come on, you sissy. And they said, we'll help you. We'll help you go out. And I said, nah, I don't think I need to go in that deep of water. I'll go to the shallow end. where the sissy girls are. They finally convinced me to go out there, and I get out on a raft, and I was out there about 15 or 20 minutes. They're using a diving board. They're diving in, coming back, diving in, coming back. They're having a heck of a time, and all of a sudden the three guys that helped me out there took off. When they dove off this time, they all just kept going into the shore, and I'm on this raft all by myself. I thought, oh, what am I going to do? They said, you're going to swim in. So I took off as fast as I could. I jumped as far out as I could. I hit the water. I went underwater, which for some reason I knew to kick my feet. And as long as I was kicking my feet, I was moving forward. And before I knew it, I came up and I could hit the bottom. That's how I learned to swim. I learned to swim and hold my breath underwater. So I'm going to read something here, and I'm going to read you something in a few minutes when I find it. It says, apparently Mr. C says, we have arrived, and we are just waiting for it to go. I'm psyched because in all our years of waiting, he has never said this. But then there's another one. Let me see if I can find the other one, what it says. I should have put them two together, but I did not. No, this ain't what I want because this is on TikTok. I don't even know what this one is. I might not have sent it to myself. Hold on, guys. No, it's nothing. I have no idea how that got up there. Well, anyway, until I can find it, I'm going to tell you. Then there's another one that come out from Wolverine. And he said, I wanted to be able to read it to you, but I don't see.
Now they're talking about channeling movies.
Okay, no, I found it. I found what I wanted to read. Okay, it says that we have arrived. According to Wolverine, it does not say we have arrived. Mr. C does not say we have arrived. It's we are close. We're there. But according to him, it does not say we have. Oh, no wonder I can't find it. I'm not in the right thing. So I thought that was pretty cool. That, Wolverine corrected it. Arrived, close, tomato, right? So, see what else I got here. I think it was Patriot Savior sent me a picture of the Capitol building, the house that's white. And she sent me a picture, and I'm going to see if I can copy it later where I can send it and put it on places. Because the picture she sent me it says, underneath the Capitol building. And I mean, underneath it is nothing but gold stacked up on top of gold on top of gold. So I thought that was pretty cool. I might. Okay. I got a message, and the guy asked me not to mention his name, but he asked me to ask this question. And I'm not going to say my opinion one way or another, because quite frankly, I don't care. But the gentleman asked me to read this. He said, so if Bob Joyce isn't really Mr. Presley, then why is he at Mar-a-Lago? Think about that one. I talked about it last Friday night when I seen the picture. If he's not, and I mean, I don't care one way or another. He says he's not. So it's not for me to dispute it. If he is, who cares? Personally, I hope he is, but it's none of my.
It'll all come out in the wash.
Yep. As Ron said, it'll all come out in the wash. Boy, I'm having. Okay, here's. Told you I was reading some Gematrias. And show me the money, 188. He is money, 146. 146 equals 170. 0 equals 64. True equals 64. Q equals 17. 233 equals 170. Our mission on earth, 233. We all change for the better, 233. It's too much winning, 233. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, 233. All roads lead to Kennedy. Remember that the hat told us we are going to win so much. We will get so tired of winning. He is the money, 146. 133, 146. He is everything, 133. This is a fun thing to show people. Add this up, guys. Add up all of our currency. $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. You got that? Add all of our bills. 100, 50 is 150, 20 is 170, 10 is 180, 5 is 185, 2 is 187, and 3 and 1 is 188. What is the number? 188. Now watch this. Show me the money, 188. I just showed you the money in dollar signs. Then money equals 216. Ready or not, here I come, 216. The fall of Rome is now 216. Fall of the Zionists, 216. It's time to wake up, 216. There's no coincidence, 216. The bloodlines of Jesus, 216. They are leading the way, equals 216. We are here on a mission, 216. In a good way, of course, 216. The truth matters, 216. This is what is coming, 216. I will heal the nations, 216. 155, 216. I told you so, 155. JFK's 1960 campaign slogan. He knew back then. I thought that was pretty interesting. See, I like the Gematria. I don't like to really do it myself. I like to read other people's. And I have a tendency, I'll go in and do myself because, like what I just read there, I might have a tendency to go back and check it, double check it. But, you know, we used to do a lot of Gematria on our show. And I really like it. I really miss the girl that used to do it for us on the show. But, you know, she moved on to greener pastures, and I wish her nothing but the best. Oh, we got some RV highlights here. Ripple is working with over 500 organizations today, and many of them are using XRP at the heart as the bridge currency. That is already happening, Fiona Murray.
We bought some more.
Now, as Ron just said, he wants me to tell you, we bought some more the other day. We got a message from Marianne, and she told us that it's down in price. It actually dropped 30 cents. And I think what they did it for is to give people a chance to get it at a little bit better price. And we went in and got a couple more. So, I mean, I'm not telling you to go buy. Don't tell anybody to go buy anything. But I'm just saying, it's a coincidence with XRP that all of a sudden they're selling lower, even though everything you hear is nothing but positivity. $1 trillion in it. Come on, guys. We've seen what happened with Bitcoin when people started doing what they was doing, and now what they're predicting this is going to be for us. Yeah, we're at the right place at the right time. If you get some, you get some. But I can't remember the price, but it was kind of like you almost got 3 for $1. I think it dropped down to, didn't it, Ronnie?
57 cents.
57 cents, he said. Thought it was a little cheaper.
So, almost got 2 for $1.
Let's see what else I got here. Okay, this is what I wanted to read you about Wolverine. Wolverine, the following message is not what Mr. C said. Someone took liberties with his word. What he says was, it looked like we're close. I'm including the false statement that's being passed around and in your room, blessings. Forward from Alex Fincher. Apparently, Mr. C says that we have arrived and are just waiting to go. I'm psyched because in all of our years of waiting, he has never said this. 2:47 Central Time. Who knows what he said? I don't. I do know that one of the things I'm aggravated with right now is the hat. It could be somebody doing it I receive messages from the hat updates in my text messages. And when I first started, everything was really cool, really cool, really cool. I was getting some information I was able to use on the show. But as of late, all I seem to be getting is the hat requesting me to support, to share this with all the people that I deal with and support them. And we can do that by making and he tells you what size of donations. Usually starts somewhere around $25 and might go up to $100. And I get thinking, wait a minute, you want us to go out and give you $25 and you just hosted a dinner that probably cost more than everybody on this show's Friday night dinner cost them. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I mean, I'm not down on the man. I believe in what he's doing. I wouldn't be here tonight if I didn't have faith and trust in him. This is from Judy Bidington, compiled Monday the 15th of April, 2024 at 12:01 a.m. WW3 alert, global elite cartel launches WW3 to mass global financial collapse. White hats want a fake WW3 to justify martial law across the globe and to launch global currency reset. Iran has just launched a barrage, hundreds of cruise missiles and drones into Israel. WW3 will officially start on Sleepy's watch. 17th letter on Telegram, Sunday 14th. It was on Junior's channel. The event is biblical. Worldwide blackout necessary to change over to Tesla-free energy. There is going to be a big biblical scenario where they make out it was WW3, but really they are activating militaries and attacking all of the satanic Luciferians, landmarks, enacting the big G, funds, and we the people rebuild. From Ben Fulford report. They have to play out a fake WW3 scenario to ring sirens in every national military command center to activate the EBS system worldwide. We can save our constitutional republic. Learn how the SPOA training and press conference, $49, Wednesday, 17th April. I'm not going to read that. It's just them wanting us to get on something and pay money. And this is just more about how they're trying to instigate WW3. JFK, the son who is supposed to be gone, but in reality has been running the Q movement for the very beginning, plus serving as the HATS VP, said on his new Telegram channel, the 17th letter that the HAT will address the nation as Commander-in-Chief on Monday afternoon, 15th April. Well, I guess they missed there. If I'd read that earlier, I wouldn't have read it out loud because it doesn't look good. That's a pretty big announcement that he made since supposedly he is gone. Saturday, 13th April, alert and urgent presidential message from President. The HAT in 48 hours. I watched it, guys. It was bogus. That's about the best I can say. You know, most of the stuff left on Judy is just stuff we've covered. So I'm not going to go into it. As I said, it's not going to be a long show tonight. All we can do is keep our faith, keep moving up, keep our spirits high. If you need it, someone to say hi, you need someone to give you support, reach out to them. And with that, I'm going to say prayer and call it a night. Dear Lord, as we come to the end of tonight's show, I want to thank you for giving me the courage to talk about what I did. I talked to you about it for 2 days and thought it compelling to share with others. Lord, I'm thankful that you brought so many great, wonderful, beautiful people into our show tonight, our family. Take care of the kids, 100% of the kids all over the world, Lord. Let's bring this health issues to an end where we can have great health, wake up in the morning and want to roll out instead of roll over. Lord, we pray to you like we do each and every day, each and every night, through our Savior, your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Good night, everyone.